So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Well, we hardly need reminding, Jim, of the strengths of David Beckham. He could play a huge part in the outcome of this game.
Yeah, he's one of a kind, isn't he, Peter? No one could match his accuracy or technique in delivering the ball. On top of that, you have his great fitness levels getting up and down the pitch, and his big game mentality, and his quiet leadership.
Beckham. Now it's Darwin. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Now it's Darwin. Chance here to counter. That's an imaginative pass. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Vardiol. And it's Azar. Oh, such a clever touch. Hazard going full tilt down the left. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. And no, he's seen through all of that. Crosses it into the area. Serginho. And it's De Bruyne. Well, that is one way to stop him. Serginho. He is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Haaland.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Serginho. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Messi. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Nunez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Messi. Now it's Darwin. And this is Hazard. And here's Messi. Messi! And he's done it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
India are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
He's found a way past. Beckham. He is through here. Ambitious ball here. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Ligt. That's Beckham. Messi. Showing great feet there. And this is Beckham. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread out to the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, what's he done? Just the goalkeeper, and the shot! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
24, Robert Lewandowski.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The cross.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Throw in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. It's Asa! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Beckham standing over it. Lewandowski! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Serginho.
There will be one.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
There's the whistle for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
India certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
India sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides. Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half. India do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Back into the middle, out to the right. Haaland. Beckham cuts out the pass. Now he's off and running. Van Dijk. De Ligt. And it's Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Stood up well to him there. Guardiola. Looking for the run. Always onto this. Beckham. Beckham! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And again! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Guardiola is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Early stages of the second half, and still 2 between them. De Bruyne. Now it's Kane. And it's Serginho. And he's intervened well there. And this is Hazard. He has found a way through. Plenty to... Shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. India perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Out to the left it goes, and he cuts out the supply. Distributed tidily. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings it across. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Belletti. And Guardiola. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Tries to get it clear. Ball is over the line. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Serginho. Coming on to replace him is number 4, Hadrid. Substitutions taking place.
And this is Bernardo Silva, and Bernardo Silva! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Messi. That's an errant pass.
Al Nassr really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Sends it crossfield. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Another chance from a corner. India have their second corner now. Nunez! Goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Is number 18, Darwin Núñez.
India are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, nicely intercepted. The message is clear. None shall pass. Hazard. Beckham. Rudiger goes long.
India have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Look at the space here. And the shot! Pedri gets it away. Mbappe. And this is Messi. Beckham wins the duel this time.
Al Nassr seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Now it's Hazard. Good play on the left-hand side here. Nicely worked. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? He's scored! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 18, Darwin Núñez.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Substitution. Substitution in progress.
Van Dijk. De Ligt. Now Mbappe.
That's good play from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
There will be 5 minutes.
Well, he's
added
not happy
time.
with that. Could be danger here. Rudiger. That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Oh, shooting chance! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Substitution on the field. Number
A moment
18,
to try and place the
Messi.
cherry on the cake.
Coming on to replace him
Rashford
is
plays it short.
number 5.
And a
Robert
chance!
Lewandowski.
No, that's just wide. Van Dijk. Not the most convincing of passes. Lewandowski chasing after it. That's been cut out, well played. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Pedri. And we're done. India, just a thrill to witness here. quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Darwin taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Time for our special lottery.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And this is now today's lineup.
So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
So off we go then.
It's hard to overlook the presence of Tony Adams at the back here, Peter.
Yeah, well, he's dominant, isn't he? And uncompromising and courageous. Those are the sorts of words you always... And the finish! He's scored! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Adams, spread out to the left. Hazard. That has not gone well. And he's there to belt it away. Crosses it in here. Nice interception, well timed. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
India grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Belletti. Makaleli. Vardiol. That's Beckham. Vardiol. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's taking no chances there. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Iwobi is onto this. Mbappe! And it's Valverde. Strokes it back. Hakimi providing an outlet on that flank. Camavinga. That's a Kane! Hazard. And it's Beckham. Kane. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. And it's Kane. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Valverde. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just...
Mbappe! Kane, given the lift of his goal. Beckham, and the pass is intercepted. Valverde. 30 minutes gone. It'll be a throw-in. Belletti. Aim forwards. Messi. Now it's Kane. He's a sharp little ball here. Valverde. And this is Kane. It's played through for him. Mbappe. Can he finish? They've done it! And again they hit the front. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
India are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's having a shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Camavinga for Valverde. Van der Ven makes the interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Camavinga.
There will be 1 minute.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kane. That has been slung wide. Delicate ball, and it needs to... Shapes to shoot! Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
India really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on every...
Oh, what has happened here? And this is Beck. Goes for a shot! Goal! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Konsa gets across to intercept that. Azar is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Yilmaz. India do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And it's Camavinga. Hakimi. Looking for options for movement. Hakimi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Hazard with the delivery. Oh, what a climb! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
India have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Makalele does really well to win the ball there. Beckham. Now, can they get him away? Hazard in acres of space out wide. Beckham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
He has found a way through. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. And here's Mbappe. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Makalele gets a foot in here. Now it's Hazard. It's Hazard! Decent hit and on target. Beckham standing over it. Nunez! It's loose now and they want to get it. Kubo! And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a throw. India are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Van Dijk. Valverde. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's got tall. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field is number 24, Fernandez.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Knocks it into space. Played into space out wide. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, that's a key interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Konsa spots it and intercepts. Now it's Darwin. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Kane. Now it's Kane. He's in a great position here. He's found a way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And a chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 13. Iwobi.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Konsa,
Number 5.
and it's Fernandez.
Alexander-Arnold.
Board shows there will be 3, and Nunez! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot could be on. Oh, cracking ball. Alexander-Arnold. And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your reflections then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
There's no shortage of great...
Kane! And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Osimhen. Robertson. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Osako. Now it's Osimhen. Beckham, looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Punched away. Alexander-Arnold tries to clear. Oh, it's played into the area. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. De Bruyne gets it away. They get a throw in. And it's Beckham. It's an early cross. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Bernardo Silva. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! Beckham. Oh, that's nice. And here's Kane. Hazard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Plays it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space. It's almost too easy for him, this.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
India clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Always onto this. Osimhen could try cutting inside here. Drives it in. Cleared away. Well, they've got it again. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Fernandes. Nicely weighted ball. No way through, so back it comes. He's got full. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And here's Osimhen. He's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And across it goes. And that is... He's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Hazard is in a really good position out wide. Shaqiri, not the most accurate pass. Kane.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Kane! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Galatasaray clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Beckham. And he's had a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Bernardo Silva is offering a wry smile there.
And here's Osako. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Kane. And it's Bernardo Silva. Could move up a gear here. Tries to play it through. And he gets rid in a hurry. They've won a corner. India with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Here's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Valverde. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Fernandez. Now, can they get him away? Osako. Osako delivers. Adam, oh, he's been caught napping. There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again.
India clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Beckham, the regular corner taker. Nunez! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
India have their third corner. Big header! Oh, crossbar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. India, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
And the counter is on. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. So their fourth corner of the game. Lewandowski! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Osimhen. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. And the finish! And yes, it's there! The breakthrough strike! De Bruyne at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
India looking to pass their way through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Osako. Hazard in acres of space out wide. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Sakiri, nicely spread. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
It's Lewandowski! They've got to be quick to recover this. This might spell danger.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Decent chance! Goal! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he shoots! Sticks it away! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And smartly reclaimed. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. India are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Do it. That has been slung wide. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution for Galatasaray.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Osman. Number 8, Federico Valverde. Coming on the field, number 20, Mbappe. Number 7, McGinn.
Nunez! Now, who's going to be first to this? Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Beckham looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Look, stopping him is imperative. It may not eliminate trouble, but it'll reduce it.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 10. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Messi. Substitution.
India making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Van Dijk. Aimed beyond the defence. Tries to get it clear. And here comes the corner. Corner count is rising. That's 6. Nunez! He should have put that one away.
Nunez has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
It's a mighty effort! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Very nicely done. And that's aimed into the middle. Oh! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can, and he welcomes it in. Picked out brilliantly, Lewandowski!
India nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's had it taken off him. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Robertson. He is through here.
Minutes has been indicated.
Messi has it out wide and in space. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Messi. McGinn. Chance, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Cannavaro with the clearance. Azar. Messi. And Messi! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Looking for options for movement. Nunez. He's had a shot! In for the pieces! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
And that is as far as it goes. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Lewandowski voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
They've taken advantage of some complacency, Peter, but if you're offered a chance to do that, then you've got to be ready to pounce.